We are told that green energy is our last hope, our great escape from climate disaster. Clean, renewable, sustainable. That's the promise. But there is a dark side no one wants to talk about. Because behind every electric car, every solar panel, every wind turbine, there is a mine. And behind that mine, there's usually a poor country paying the price. Let's not sugarcoat it. Green energy is becoming the new face of colonialism. Back in the old days, empires looted gold, spices, and oil. Today, they're after lithium, cobalt, nickel, and rare earth metals. The weapons have changed, but the victims haven't. Let's start with lithium. It's called white gold for a reason. It powers the batteries in electric vehicles, phones, laptops, the whole clean tech economy. Most of the world's lithium reserves are in South America, Bolivia, Argentina, and Chile. But extracting lithium isn't some magical eco-friendly process. It takes millions of liters of water, often in regions already suffering drought. Local communities are left with polluted soil, poisoned water, and collapsing agriculture, all so someone in California can drive a Tesla guilt-free. Cobalt is worse. Over 70% of the world's cobalt comes from the Democratic Republic of Congo, and some of it is mined by children. Yes, children crawling through tunnels, without helmets, without safety, digging up cobalt by hand. They earn pennies, while companies in Europe and America make billions selling green products. But the branding is clean, eco-friendly, sustainable, climate conscious. What's never mentioned is that poor countries are being stripped for raw materials again. Their land, their labor, their lives sacrificed to keep the West's carbon footprint clean on paper. Sounds familiar, doesn't it? That's how colonialism worked. Europeans arrived with flags and Bible verses, claiming they were civilizing the natives. Today, corporations arrive with carbon targets and sustainability pledges, claiming they are saving the planet. It's the same arrogance, just rebranded. And let's be clear, this isn't just about the West. Even rising powers like China are playing the same game. They control over 80% of global rare earth processing. They've invested billions in African mines. They extract the materials, manufacture the tech, and sell it back to the world. Once again, the raw materials are taken from the weak and the profit stays with the strong. Green energy isn't evil. The world does need alternatives to fossil fuels. But the current model, well, it's just resource extraction 2.0. The environment may be greener, but the politics are just as dirty. Let me ask you something. Who decides which country gets mined? Who decides which forest can be cleared for a lithium deposit? Who decides how much damage is acceptable for the greater good? Because it's not the locals, it's not the farmers, it's definitely not the children in the mines. These decisions are made in boardrooms, in London, Beijing, and Washington, in climate conferences filled with suits, not villagers. Poor nations are handed a deal. Let us extract and we'll help you develop. Let us mine your land and you will get jobs, maybe a school, maybe a hospital. The same promises colonizers made 100 years ago. And if they refuse, they are told they are anti-progress, anti-environment, backward. Even international institutions pressurize them. Cut your emissions, adopt renewables, stop using coal. Easy to say when your own development came from burning coal for 200 years. What about us? What about countries like India? We are stuck in the middle. We get blamed for emissions and told to stop using cheap energy. But when we try to build solar or wind power, we are dependent on foreign tech, foreign capital, and foreign control over raw materials. It's a trap, a green trap, because unless the system changes, green energy won't save the planet. It will just create new winners and new losers. The winners will own the patents, the factories, and the supply chains. The losers will dig the dirt, drink poisoned water, and live next to dead rivers. And the planet? Maybe. It will be slightly cleaner, but at what cost? Is it really justice if the air in Europe gets cleaner while the water in Congo turns black? The green revolution has to be more than just a shift in technology. It has to be a shift in power. If not, we are just repainting colonialism with eco-friendly colors. Same exploitation, same suffering, different excuse. So before we celebrate the green transition, we need to ask, green for whom? Clean for whom? And who is paying the real price? Because saving the planet should never come at the cost of sacrificing the poor.